I'm Margaret Lewin, and welcome to Margaret Lewin Quilting. I am beyond excited to show you quilt number 2 of the Splendid Sampler Block Shuffle is complete. So my next step is to get it on the long arm, and who knows when that's going to happen because it's one of my quilts, so it'll definitely be a while before it gets on. But there's the quilt. I took all kinds of notes to give you stats and information on it. When you sew it, the zigzag border, make certain that you press the seams open. I found that pressing them to one side or the other just created so much bulk that it wasn't worth it. So make certain that you press these seams open. You're going to press this towards the more solid fabric, so towards this inner border. The inner border was cut at 2 inches, so it finishes at 1.5. The overall size, let's step back. I needed 38, I needed 29 zigzags to go across the top, and I used 38 zigzags going down the sides. That was the overall amount that I needed to make it fit, and I thought that might help you if you decide to do this, knowing how many you need to cut or have. I did end up with extras. You can see them. I've got them hanging over here still. So I did end up with some extras, but I figured I was better off with extras than not enough. So that was that. The outside border, I did cut it at 5 inches. It's going to finish at 4.5. And the overall size of the quilt is 61 inches long by 60 inches wide by approximately 70 inches long. So that was those are the stats on this thing. So I do have both of them done now. I'll try to see if I still have a picture of the red one, and I'll insert it in here so that you can see what the red one looks like too. So it's all done. I'd like somebody to tell me why borders take 5 times longer than it feels that it takes to make the quilt. The borders seem to take me forever. I spent 2 entire days doing the borders, and all of the geese were already put together. So it takes me a long time to do my borders, but I'm happy with it and it's done. And I was really excited to share it with you. I've got a couple other things coming up that I wanted to go over with you. I'm trying to set up my taping schedule for March and for April. Some of you may know I'm actually going to be gone for a little while in April. I'm going to Alaska with my daughter, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that you guys really want to see. So now is the point where I'm calling for a lot of your feedback, and I hope you do give it to me. I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. We can do small projects such as wall hangings or small flags, or one of the things I've thought about doing is pillowcases with some pieced blocks so that the cup of it is decorative. So that type of thing is what I was thinking. Wall hangings, I need to do a new wall hanging for my studio, so I thought we could do something like that. The other thing I was wondering is there was overwhelming response to my video on my sewing table. I do already have on the schedule for a video to be done on my cutting table. So that one is up. It should happen either in March or in April. But I wanted to know if you wanted other organizational types of videos, such as organizational items for your sewing tools, how I go about organizing myself before I start a project. The things that I do behind the scenes to get ready to tape something for you. Or as simple as my calendar. I do use a calendar every single day. It's something that I live by. It kind of makes me relax a little bit so that I know I've got everything covered on this end. So that's another thing that we could do. It's obviously up to you. During my trip to Alaska, I also needed to know from you, do you want me to do vlog style videos while I'm gone? so that you can see what I'm doing and see what I'm seeing? Or would you like me to have some pre-taped videos on some type of a sewing hint or something like that? I am going to be gone for a total of 10 days, so I figure from the time I need to be ready to leave to the time I get back, it's going to be 2 weeks. So it would be a total of 4 videos that I need to either fill for or do while I'm gone. So I need your feedback on that. Some other coming up things that I wanted your feedback on, because I didn't know if you wanted to do them or not. But Pat Sloan has another mystery going. This one is an entire year. It has 87 different designers that are involved in it. It is called the Splendid Sampler, and it is, again, small blocks. I think they're 6-inch finish, so it would be the same as this size. And that is going for an entire year. They are releasing 2 blocks every single week. And what my thought process on it was I would maybe release a video every 2 weeks on it showing 4 different blocks. And on that one, I would only be doing it with 1 colorway, because trying to do it in 8 would just be too much. So that's that one. Then there's another sew along which is being done by the Fat Quarter Shop, and it's called the Crossroads Quilt Along, and I'll put a link below to more information on it. They're doing it to benefit the March of Dimes, and I believe it was done in conjunction with, or the designer of it is Fig Tree and Company. I think I'll double check that for you though. This one is running until it ends in September of 2016. It's just a really pretty quilt. That's another option of what it is that we could do. So let me know what it is that you want out of me. That it'll make it easier to get my schedule set up for March and April. And like I said, I am in the midst of getting it ready right now. We do have coming up on the very first of the month, Pat Sloan will be releasing another one of her blocks for the My Secret Garden. I am doing it in 2 colorways, Victoria Finley Wolf's fabric, mostly Manor, and Pat Sloan's fabric, Hometown Girl. Victoria Finley Wolf's, as of this taping, her fabric is in. So if you ordered a kit from the link I provided below, it is in. If you don't have it yet, give them a call. I do believe that they are sold out of it, or they maybe have 1 kit left and that's it. The other fabric line that I'm doing it in is Pat Sloan's fabric is expected in this week, so you should be able to get your kits if you use the link that I provided. I would say in a matter of the next 5 or 6 days. They're just waiting for it to arrive. We have confirmation that it, or the shop has confirmation that it shipped, but it just hasn't arrived yet. So that's that. I do believe all of Pat Sloan's kits are spoken for, but I think they have 2 left for her, and that's it. So I'll provide the link below on how to get a hold of the kits for Pat Sloan's. So I think that's everything, and boy was that a lot. So please do leave a comment below. Let me know what it is that you're looking for me to do for the next couple of months. Like I said, I want to get all of March and April scheduled so that I know exactly what I'm doing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.